Okay, Saturday, it's Dice Cup in Nottingham. Sealed this week. I took a Call of the Archons deck, and round one, unfortunately I've drawn my daughter once again. But if we just join into the game, we should get going. Yeah, and so I went for Call the Archons, and my daughter went for Worlds Collide, so you can just have a look at the two decks we've got. Mine is Smith, the Chef of Crisis. Yeah, I don't think it's the best Call the Archons. I mean, you've got Sanctum and Mars, which is probably two of the weaker sets. But at least you dodged the Brobnar. The Shadows looks okay. I mean, a TMTP would be nice, but instead we don't have that. We do have a treasure map. We've got a couple of lights out, which is actually a pretty good board control as far as Shadow's concerned, as well as the finishing blow. Stealing's not going to be easy. We've got a Magda, a couple of Noddies and Umbras, so we're going to have to work our way around the stealing. The Mars looks okay. I mean, you could have worse Mars than that. John Smythe is nice. There's no Compod or Squawker or Soft Landing, which would have been great, but it's okay. The Mass Abduction's good board control. And the Sanctum is just Sanctum, really. Not much to say. It's just Sanctum. Meanwhile, we're up against Kapti Snake Obsidian with a pretty dire Brobnar. At least it's got some amber pips, but yeah, the creatures aren't great. The artifacts are not great. The actions aren't great. Brobnar. Logos is interesting. It's got a couple of information exchanges, 3 hologramophones, but missing an Edai, which would have been nice. But also wild wormholes, so deck speed is going to be quite good, and also going to protect your own board. And the Shadows, well, I think Call the Archons Shadows. My Shadows is better, but at least they've got some instant steal. But again, no TMTP, so we'll just do the good lucks. And we'll start the game. Apparently I'm going first. I've got a treasure map, so we'll keep that hand. That's an incredibly easy decision to make. Okay, so I'll go Shadows, play treasure map, end turn. You don't get many easier decisions than that. I mean, the next turn is not looking great. But we'll have to see what the response is. No, it's Logos. Okay. Quant. Wild Wormhole into a Shattered Throne. So that's after a creature you've captured one, yeah. Yeah, so I mean, I think we're probably going to go Sanctum. The Shadows is disappointing in that it would get us to key, but it'd be such a waste of the finishing blow just to get us to key. Yeah, you end up in the sort of paradoxical scenario of saying, "Go and play another creature just so I get some use out of that Radiant Truth." Oh, stole an amber off me. Okay. Just thinking this through. I mean, what would we do? Lights out, put them back in the hand. Finishing blows wouldn't even get us on key. So yeah, no, Sanctum. Radiant Truth for an amber. Play out a Sequis. Pass the turn. Into Shadows, which looks a bit better now. Yeah, we don't have any. I'm just checking. I don't think we have any outright artifact control. We've got, I suppose, we've got the Whispering Reliquary actually. Yeah, so we don't have any artifact destruction, but the Whispering Reliquary kind of does the job. And Nexus is our other one. Okay, got a Shadow's turn coming up. Fidget. Hit and run. To put fidget back in hand, play fidget. Yeah. Oh, and a key forgery. Well. Key forgery is out nice and early. So potential maybe try and guess 3 times. Also Yancey gang, yep. So nothing else. Okay, well we'll have, I think we'll have our own shadows turn. We'll use the lights out. You can put that, certainly that Yancey gang. There's just between Quant and the wormhole tag. I don't mind the fidget. But I think the Quant is probably the more dangerous of the two. So those can go back into hand. Play out Nexus. Play out Noddy. And again, I don't want a finishing blow just yet. It does seem a waste, even though it would put us on key, especially given there's a key forgery. So going to key doesn't mean that much. Let's end the turn. Yeah. Might be a shadow's turn there. So drawn into the second lights out for some more sort of board control, and then play out an Umbra, steel bomb with a Noddy, and think about what we want to do with the Nexus. It's nice to have drawn the Mars Order Bombardment, but neither of them are Order nor the Psychic Network are doing a lot, so if we can get some more Mars into hand, that bombardment gets even better value. Okay, so went Logos to get the Quant back out. And a hologram from them. Yeah, one of them. I think that means, yeah, oh, 2. Oh, great, well that's certainly a target for Nexus anyway. To invite missions, get shot. Poor old Noddy. Oh, I stole another one with that. They're definitely winning the amber control race at this point. Pestering blow goes into the archives. Okay, got to remember that. Is it still shadows? I think it is still shadows. We can't stop them having a key at this point, so let's lights out, put the fidget and the Quant back in their hand, reap with Nexus, to use the hologramophone to ward itself. I mean, maybe it could have warded the Umbra, but I think that being able to repeatedly use the hologramophone is better at this point. So play out the Umbra. Don't want to use the finishing blow at this point. Shall we have a turn? Yes. Well, there's a mag there. So if the Umbra lives, suddenly Shadows becomes worthwhile because you magged it to steal 2, then you fight something with the Umbra, and then finishing blow whatever it is you fought. So it'd be like a total of 4 stolen. Okay, so they're going Shadows. They got a pestering blow in the archive. It's not too bad. It will ping the ward or injure an Umbra that's going to be attacking anyway. And And then I think when we call it, we're going to call logos because we know there's a quant in hand. I always get this, even though I read it earlier, I need to make sure. Yeah, so we want to name logos to try and get a forge. So Javind is a steel. Ah, it looks like we're going to get mugged. Oh, Sequis got mugged. Why Sequis? What's about to happen? So yes, game becomes a prime target for the Umbra. Oh, I trust no one. Takes me off. And I'm on 6. Wow. Okay. So let's go shadows. Let's fight the Yahtzee gang. Let's finishing blow the Yahtzee gang. Let's play the Magda the Rat. And then I think we'll ward the Magda at this point. So reap, use the alarm gramophone, ward, Magda the Rat. Right, there we go. So I've got a lot of amber, so I'm hoping I'm going to get a forge. Unfortunately, I think at least one's going to get stolen if they go shadows. Javinder will shoot and kill the Umbra. Oh, gone Brobnar. Oh, gone Brobnar. Okay. Staff. Warriors Refrain. Yeah. That's quite annoying. Never mind. Guess we're not going shadow for a bit. Oh, and a tremor on the Sequis as well. Okay. On the plus side, it's also stunned their Vinder. Right, so we know there's a quant in hand. We also know they dumped shadows last, and they just dumped Brobnar. So I think Logos is going to be the best call. Reveals Bellowing for reveals a Bellowing Patrazate, which obviously they just drew, so I don't get a key, but I've still got a lot of amber. Right, let's get this Mars turn done. So orbital bombardment. Show 1, 2, 3, 4 Mars cards, which will be 4 sets of 2. So 1, 2, 3. The Vinder. Yeah, the Vinder. There we go. Play out the Crystal Hive. Play out John Smythe. Play out the Marauder, who gets nothing. And Psychic Network for nothing. At least the card is gone. To pass the turn over. That's interesting. Mars looks quite useful again. So you'd hit Crystal Hive, reap the Marauder, play out the Blip, reap with John Smythe to ready the Blip, reap with the Blip, which means the Mind Warper comes in ready, use the action on the Mind Warper. Nice. Sort of combo that the kind of thing Mars does if John Smythe lives. If John Smythe doesn't live, it's all kind of rubbish. So I've gone Brobnar. Is there any kind of instant attack? No. No, so it looks like John Smythe is going to live. Of course, if there's another Warrior's Refrain, John Smythe's just going to end up stunned. Alive, but stunned. That's quite annoying. Our staff's now going to stop that Marauder from reaping. I mean, yeah. Maybe John Smythe was the better target. Well, here comes all the Brobnar creatures. Okay, so we get a key. Yeah, I think the Mars plan is still the best plan. So Mars, use the crystal hive. Play the blip. Reap John Smythe. Ready the blip. Reap with the blip. Play a Mind Warper. We got to fight if we do anything with the Marauder. Is there anything worth fighting at this point? Possibly one of the Brobnars to stop to stem some of the incoming damage that's about to happen, maybe. Or we could fight. I suppose we could fight the Fidget to capture one. Yeah, let's do that. So if we let's say we use the action on the Grog, then we will fight Fidget to capture one. So it's now 4 strength. We don't mass abduct, but I think we do keep it. So pass turn. Yeah, like we kept it, so the ammonia clouds will trigger it if we need it. We'll see how many of those Mars creatures live through this turn. Oh, shadows. I think they could have taken me off key then. If they'd attacked with all 4 of the Brobnar, it would have just put me below. That's okay. And let's just run all that Mars stuff again. So yeah, let's go Mars. Let's trigger the crystal hive. I mean, we're not playing a Mars creature, so I don't suppose it matters. We're just gonna reap for lots of amber with all of them. Let's reap. Ready that one. Reap. Do we ammonia clouds and then mass abduct? Or are we clear enough? I think we're clear enough. I don't think we need to ammonia clouds. So let's pass the turn. We've checked on 13. I don't think there's enough in that deck. That's going to stop me now. Okay. Wild worm holdings of blood money. Okay. At some point soon, that's going to be a very dead Umbra. What would you discover? We discovered a pestering blowing a ragwarg. Okay. Oh, there's a third hologram gramophone. And I win. Okay, so 1-0. We'll have to see how we do in the rest of the tournament. Yeah.